Man, who the hell ever decided it'd be okay to give us 2 live mics and no supervision?
It's probably not a great idea.
We can say whatever we want.
I know. Pretty cool.
Alas, Dave, I don't know if you've heard, we've been soft. We've went soft, so we're not gonna say a lot.
It happens. It happens. So, guys, unfortunately, Ian had some stuff going on this week, so he was not able to join us. So we're just gonna do release an old Patreon show from a couple years ago, last year, a couple years ago, something. I think
it was January 2021.
Okay, so
maybe 2022. What the fuck year are we in? 2023.
2023. I
think it was last January. Maybe
last
about
January.
13 months old.
13 months old. So we're gonna release a Patreon show this Sunday. Not gonna have a new show for you due to Ian not being able to be here this week. So we're taking the week off. Didn't want to leave you empty-handed, so thought we'd give you a slice of what Patreon has to offer.
If you're already a Patreon or a patron, you know, hopefully you enjoyed this one, going back and checking it out.
It was a good one, I think.
I think so. But I don't remember anything we do. So.
It was an Ohio guy.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of a hometown hero-ish
Mount Vernon,
scenario.
Ohio is where he was from.
Not too far from here, about an hour.
He killed 3 people in Howard, Ohio, and raped a teen who ended up surviving.
That's not very nice.
Hid their bodies in a tree. And this guy had like a really big leaf and tree fetish.
Yeah, he liked the leaves.
And like his house was lined with bags of leaves, like all over. I'm sure we'll post the photo at some point here for this one. Like leaves all over. And I was reading, just kind of refreshing myself before we started here tonight. Like he even asked the police not to tear down the hollowed out tree where the bodies were found because he didn't want the tree hurt. And the cops like, no, we're fucking taking this down because we don't want this to become like a tourist site.
Weird guy.
For your sick ass. Hometown hero.
Only in Ohio.
Yeah. A real weird, fucked up story. If you're not a patron, this will give you a little taste of what we do on Patreon. We do stuff like this. We tend to have a little more relaxed fun, I think, on Patreon.
Yeah, we do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Consequences and good taste be damned.
Yeah. Our bosses aren't looking over us on Patreon. But you know, this was a good serial killer story, so we felt it was good. You know, we do some goofy stuff on Patreon too. We didn't want to put that on as a Sunday episode.
No, we're not goofballs. Come on. Well,
at least not in theory. On my resume, it will not say goofball.
It might.
But yeah. So, anyways, Ian will be back next week. We have a good lineup for March. Actually,
I think so.
It's a fun one. Yeah. So we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. But hopefully, even if you're non-patrons, this is still new for you. So hopefully you enjoy it. Before we jump into it, though, real quick, Dave sent you this on Instagram earlier. I saw somebody made a video about the most terrifying Asian horror films.
Now we're talking.
And I think those are your favorites, right? Those are the French have good ones too, right?
French and Japanese.
So here were the 4, and then maybe I'll get your thoughts. Let me read the list, and then we'll go through them maybe.
Yeah, hit me.
And what's interesting is that all of these are 2009 to present, which I thought might be a little weird, but I don't know the history of Asian film in the different countries. I'm sure there's a lot more.
A lot
that
of
came
good
out
stuff
earlier.
in the last 15 years, though.
All right, so the first one they listed was from Korea. Gonjaim Haunted Asylum.
You know, I've never seen that.
From 2018.
That's big on a lot of people's lists.
You've not seen that one?
Not seen that one.
So that was up there. The next one is from Taiwan. The Sadness 2021.
That's a great movie.
Terrifying?
I wouldn't call it terrifying. A lot of fun.
In what sense?
Taiwanese
like thriller?
Zombie movie. Very gory.
You like the gore. You like
very
the gore.
action-packed.
Yeah.
Fun movie. Very fun movie.
Jump scenes? You get some jump scares in it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. Another one from Korea, The Tale of Two Sisters. And this is from 2023? Did this just come out?
No, that's an old movie. 2023?
Maybe I wrote my notes wrong, but The Tale of Two Sisters.
I believe I've seen that. I don't really remember
Could it have been 2013?
the synopsis on that. I think that's an older movie, though.
But you have seen it.
I have. Long time ago.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to look this up real quick live. We'll do it fucking live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live! Do it live!
See? If Ian can't be here, we'll pay Bill. Come on him.
Fuck it.
Taylor, I'm sorry, I wrote it down wrong. 2003.
Yeah.
So that's...
I saw it a long time ago. Yeah. I honestly couldn't even tell you what it's about.
So I guess we do go back all the way to 2003 on this one. All right. And then the last one was from Japan. It was Grotesque from 2009.
I don't recall that one.
All right. You haven't seen that one and Haunted Asylum.
Haunted Asylum sounds good. I've not seen that.
All right. And the sadness of this
Sadness
list
is a lot of fun.
Can you give us maybe 2 or 3 of your favorite Asian horror films? If you're going to recommend something out to the listeners. You mentioned one before.
So I would go with Audition at the top of the list.
Who made that one? Where's that from?
Takashi Miike.
Is it a Korean or
it's Japanese?
When was that?
One of the greatest directors ever.
Like a rough.
Mid 2000s, maybe late 2000s, 2008, 2009.
What was it?
06, 07.
The Audition?
It's just Audition.
Audition. It's the best.
Really creepy. Good stuff there.
The best Japanese horror film of all time.
My favorite Japanese horror film.
Your favorite. Okay. You save face even too when saying my favorite. Because then people are like, that's not the best. I didn't say it was the best. I said it was my favorite.
I don't know.
It's a good way to say it.
I don't want to hear from people. Whatever.
These opinions are final.
Yeah, it's my opinion. It's not fact. Whatever. It's what I like.
We like
what I like.
We like movie 43, and most of these fucking dipshits don't even like it.
It's got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. A 0%.
Baffles me.
It's one of the funniest fucking movies I've ever seen.
Agreed. All right, so Audition. What else? You got any other ones?
Creepy Asian horror. It's a movie called Imprint. I thought was very good. Another Takashi Miike movie. Okay. Am I saying that right? Miike,
maybe.
I'm not Japanese.
I mean, you're asking me.
Miike.
Okay. You a big fan of this Miike guy?
He is awesome. Ichi the Killer. A lot of those cool Japanese movies. Guy's fucking unbelievable.
So is Japan number 1 when it comes to horror?
Japan and France, in my opinion.
Martyrs was France, right?
Martyrs is a French horror movie.
One of your favorites.
My absolute favorite horror movie. I really like the original Grudge and Ring movie. So Ringu and I forget what the Grudge one was called.
But the original not being the American ones, correct?
They're Japanese movies.
Okay. I'd seen the American ones, but I didn't love those.
The Japanese versions are just super creepy.
I could see how The Ring would be really super creepy. I didn't love the American one. I thought it was a little corny and cheesy.
I love The Ring.
Yeah, but I could see how it done differently. I could see how
Japanese versions are great.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what comes to mind. 3 Extremes, I think, is another good Asian horror one by 3 different directors. 3 different, I guess, vignettes, you'd say.
You're giving people enough to watch.
Good stuff. A lot of good Asian horror out there.
So that's people's homework this week. Listen to this Patreon episode, this free Patreon episode, and then go watch some of Dave's horror recommendations.
Do it now.
You got to be able to read subtitles. So you got to do. You
got to be able to read.
You got to do a thinking.
I like samurai movies too, and Yakuza movies and samurai. Japanese movies are so good.
I don't dislike them, but I've never gotten into like the samurai thing.
Like watch 13 Assassins.
Yeah. What is that? Can you stream that on anything? Probably.
You can find it. I believe also a Takashi Miike movie.
You're a big fan of this guy.
That guy's awesome. One of the greatest fucking movies I've ever seen. 13 Assassins.
All right. Is that your favorite samurai movie?
But it's one of them. Okay. I'll say it's one of them.
What's the wasn't Tom Cruise in a samurai movie?
Last Samurai.
Was that good?
That was good. I thought it was good.
I was gonna say Red Dragon. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Red Dragon's a Hannibal Lecter movie.
Oh. Well, that was not what I was thinking. Last Samurai.
I like Last Samurai. It's good. I'm a Tom Cruise fan. The guy's a bit of a Scientology kook, but
he really does make good movies, though.
Samurai movies are cool, though. Yeah. Samurai and Yakuza movies.
All right.
The outrage Japanese movies, the Yakuza Outrage and Beyond Outrage. Fucking fantastic.
You're just giving people a whole list.
Love it.
I could just shut up for the next hour and you just go down.
Oh man, Japanese cinema is amazing.
Of film.
You watch all the old Kurosawa movies, Seven Samurai, and all that stuff. Good stuff.
I'm still working through the Charlie Chaplin filmography.
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Right now I'm on the shorts still. I got to get through all the the features. Anyways. Okay. You got anything else this week?
That's all I got. I hope you enjoy our old Matthew Hoffman show. It was a really weird one.
Yeah. But it's Ohio, right? So everyone thinks less of us anyways.
It's Ohio.
Might as well just feed into that gimmick.
We get Ohio memes, mailed to us all day long.
Hey, spoiler for anyone out there. If you see an Ohio meme, it's already been sent to us. You don't need to send it to us. We've seen it.
We live
get
here.
It.
We know.
Yeah, we know. You don't have to send it to us.
It's not as bad.
Or email it to us. You're fucking people emailing it to us.
It's not as bad as you think here.
I started up that Mike Namapod Instagram.
I saw that.
I have Declan run it.
Declan's running it?
He shows me spreadsheets every day I make him of what we receive.
Is that right?
Like, I get it, people. There's clip memes out there. It's all fake news. You can stop sending it to us.
Real. There's no science behind there.
Yeah. It's BS. Let it go. It's not real. Poor Declan over there.
Forget about the clit. Go watch some Japanese horror movies instead.
There you go. It's the quote of the week.
That's it.
Forget the clit. Go watch Japanese horror and samurai.
Yakuza movies.
And Yakuza.
Best.
And listen to this episode, hopefully, and let us know what you think.
What else you got to do?
We'll be back with a fresh lineup next week. All right.
That's it.
Enjoy. Bonus episode for all of the patrons. I'm not going to lie, reading the notes this week, I kept thinking this was a Sunday show. It has a very Sunday show feel to it, I guess, the topic. And also we're recording, where our schedule's a little mixed up this week. We're recording on our typical main show night. Threw me off a little bit.
I could see that. Does it hold some extra weight because the people only chose him when they thought they were going to lose him forever? They're like, wait, we really love him.
He was like the lovable loser until they was going to be gone. And
no, we have to have him.
How'd that poll end up?
He's smart. I think probably the biggest differential in poll yet. Yeah, it was pretty wide.
Can you see the total vote like tally on those polls?
Sure.
What's been the, do you know like offhand what has gotten the most votes, like period, like what month has gotten the most overall votes? I'd be interested to know like what that was.
I do not know that.
I mean, Patreon's growing every day. We talked about it. We talk about it every week. So
there's still a lot of voting, not by the rules.
I believe the fuckos.
I hope those people don't think their votes are getting counted because I assure you they're not.
Click the little like button.
One person, one vote. If done properly.
Yeah. We don't need to get into voting scandals. It's still haunting me. Israel Key fans are ready to fucking riot on us. We just got that in at the end of 2021. They're like, you fuckers promised. We'd have been hung by our nutsacks.
That would not have felt great.
Probably not.
Speaking from experience. No, I'm just kidding.
Someone who visits torture, dungeon, domination, BDSM.
Some people love
dungeons,
it, I'm sure.
Dave. Yeah.
Like Ian's friend, what's his name? Kevin in Germany. Kevin? I bet that guy loves getting hung by his nutsack. He'd love Ian to do it for him, probably.
I think he was trying to do it to me. Though. He would, didn't he? He wanted somebody to kill or somebody to eat something on.
I was going to say, I think getting hung by a nutsack is on the lower end of the things that Kevin is into.
Yeah, Kevin was into some really intense shit.
That's like he's not even going to whip his dick out and jerk off to that. It's hot, but he's not even going to get into that. Now you want to talk about killing someone? Now he's talking.
So you think Kevin was the hanger and you would have been the hangee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not by choice.
Yeah, not by choice.
May I add, Kevin would have made that happen. Right. With all of Ian's personal information.
Hopefully his visa to the U.S. got rejected and you don't have to worry about him.
He had COVID, and he wasn't allowed, to fly or something. He couldn't leave. Saved your life.
Yep.
Or he's living in your bushes. I don't know.
Could be.
Biding his time, waiting for the perfect time to pounce.
He's been there for a while if he has been.
Man.
All right. Well, I didn't have a whole lot to jump into at the beginning.
So kind of a semi-hometown hero tonight.
Yeah?
Not really, but sort of.
I think we had...
It's like outside of Columbus.
Yeah, so 60-ish miles southwest of us.
And I feel like in all the teasing we have done for him on like the, hey, you can vote for this guy. We've pretty much told the story, right? Like we don't have to do a show tonight.
He won. Good night.
Yeah, congrats. We can slap the win sticker on him and, we'll all be home and in bed by 9 o'clock.
Let's go back to talking about the corpse that scored the goal. That was fun. I want to talk about that guy some more.
Is that your favorite news story of all time?
That's so great.
I really wish I wouldn't have watched the video. Because in my mind, I was picturing like The Office where Charles and Jim playing soccer, and Charles kicks it super hard. That's what I was picturing in my head, and just slam off the side of it.
Wouldn't it have been great if they held the casket up so that you could kick it high and like he heads it into the goal?
Now you're talking.
Come on.
So just kick it straight off the head area. Yeah,
hits the top of the casket, like the head area goes in. They go like too far with it. It fucking falls over and face plants, like spills open. The corpse rolls out.
He rolls out, but he touches the ball with his hand, so they call a penalty. His goal doesn't count. Handball.
Fucking rolls out and he pulls his shirt off because he just scored a goal. That's what they do in soccer. They strip when they score. And then the fans go nuts and fisticuff.
Like, I wonder if everybody there was into it or if there were some people who are like, man, this is fucked up. Like,
what's going on here?
I feel like the way the article was presented is like there was probably people crying.
Yeah.
Like in the audience or the audience in the crowd.
Because I'm coughing.
Like they like the rest blow the whistle. The medic cart like brings out a casket. They got like 4 or 5 players as pallbearers bringing the thing out. The opposing team's like, what the fuck?
Or if somebody was like, I'm not even coming to this. Like, I'm staying home. This is fucked up. This is weird.
That's my favorite story of the year so far.
If one of us passes away, can we just bring our corpse in with the headphones on and like the other two just do a whole show and like throw it? Like, Dave, if it's me, just throw it to me, but have sound bites of me talking.
Like this?
I just want to smell his dick. That's it. Just the whole show.
That was perfect.
And then just me signing off with my pterodactyl mic. And then that's it.
Great,
it's like, ride off into the sunset.
One last pterodactyl yell on your way out the door.
This one's for you, pal. You guys get choked up. This is for you, buddy.
I'm glad we got your funeral plans all settled. That's great.
We're good to go here.
Let's save us time when it happens.
This counts, right? This is like a verbal will.
Sure.
Like, they have to honor this in court.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter. You've had 107 beers before this.
Well, if it's me, you guys put like puppet strings on my hands and you can hit the soundboard and stuff. Make me work the soundboard.
Because I wouldn't just take that seat and do it. I'd make more work for myself. Like I go to hit it, I'm muting our mics, turning the sound off, playing like sirens. Whose dick did I want to smell, by the way? I remember saying it, but I don't remember.
Jose Baez.
That's right. Well, for good reason.
Yeah, he's going to be in studio next week, so you'll get your chance.
I just want to smell his dick.
It was ridiculous.
Smells like corruption and sex.
That was about the glitter girls, right?
Yeah.
That's right, because we said he was going to come defend them.
That's right. Bang them out, get them off in court.
More ways than one.
Right.
That one still pisses me off. Glitter's fucking worse, man.
You wanted to give him the death penalty.
If ever there was a case, I'm not saying I wanted to, but I'm saying if there's a case to be made for fucking glitter.
Right now we're rehashing the whole news story show from last week.
You brought it up, man. You want to talk about your casket? All right, so the man earned this spot.
He was defeated many times, rode the wave to victory. Let's hear all about him.
Literally spent all of 2021 trying to win.
Over and over again.
Couldn't do it. Matthew Hoffman, 2022 is for you, pal. Here we go.
So for the research with this episode, there is a book out there, but it's written by the victim's father, pretty much. We're going to talk about it later in the episode, but he's not a great guy. and I didn't want to buy this book and give any money to this guy. So we're just going to rely on news reporting and police interviews.
So if people want to read it, you're advising they should steal the book as to not generate profits, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Mike, didn't Abby Hoffman have a book called Steal This Book?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's awesome. I got to go find a copy and steal it. I'm not going to pay for it, right? That's disrespectful.
No, they can't arrest you. It's like the directions are on the cover. Like,
steal this book.
Yeah.
Matthew Hoffman was born November 1st, 1980 in Mount Vernon, Ohio. By all accounts, he was described as a smart kid growing up. The only thing that could have been considered odd about him was a growing obsession that he had with trees and climbing things, like a real fascination with heights. In 1997, his parents got divorced, and that mixed with what sounded like some form of budding mental illness started getting Matthew in some trouble. At this point, the trouble he was getting into is related to climbing buildings, and people said he had a weird blank stare, like there was nothing behind his eyes. Like you would try to talk to him, ask him a question, he would just sit there and stare at you.
Like parkour. Climbing buildings. Remember that episode? Parkour.
From The Office? Yeah. Parkour.
Well, that was his first run-in with the law, was right around the time his parents got divorced. He climbed up on the roof of his high school, like just climbed the side of the building like Spider-Man, it sounded like.
We used to do that. This is a legitimate college story. In college, there used to be a makeshift ladder on the side of one of the buildings, like for like maintenance to get to the roof. Like it was built into the bricks. We would go up there and drink beers and stuff and climb. Like it was a weird shaped building where you can get to different parts. Yeah. Looking back now, my anxiety goes through the roof thinking about the stuff that we did, like climbing. One slip, you'd have fallen, broken your skull wide open.
Did you have to climb down once you were hammered though?
We'd be hammered going up. Like we wouldn't do it unless we were drunk. You get up there, you drink more, and then like literally like, okay, if I climb this ladder and I could lean on that air conditioned unit and then get up to the roof or like that next level. It's just so stupid. Fun as shit at the time, but
oh yeah.
Anyways, I banged about 1,000 girls up there. I had to throw them down into a bush because their legs wouldn't work after. So, but it was a soft bush.
Was that move known as the rooftop roofie?
It was known as the rooftop. There was no roofies involved. I'm tired of you insinuating any of these girls were drugged. The only thing they were drugged on was my cock. all 14 inches, pal. The 14-inch strangler. That's what they called me.
Strangler.
So like we said, he was smart. And in 1999, he graduated from high school and went on to study industrial electrical engineering at Knox County Career Center in Ohio.
That sounds like something you need to be smart for. Not like podcasting or something, but yeah. Electrical engineering. Need a good brain, I would think, right?
Well, any piece of shit can talk into a microphone.
Blah, 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 blah.
This didn't last long, and the following year he moved to Steamboat Springs, Colorado with his grandma. From what it sounded like, he stayed with his grandma until he got a job, which he got one as a plumber's assistant. From there, he moved into a motel, and his fascination with climbing trees got weirder. Like he would just climb random trees and hang out in them.
I used to call you plumber's assistant, right? Well, that pipe you used to lay up on the rooftop.
I was that and just cleaning out pipes. And I cleared out a lot of shit also. I'm going to get into specifics, but I cleared out some shit.
Okay. I think we'll leave it at that.
Anal sex. That's an anal sex joke. I did an anal.
I did an anal.
His behavior started to be described as erratic, and he ended up losing that job. So in August of 2000, he broke into a condo and stole any valuables that he could. Then to cover up what he did, he burnt the condo down.
Jesus.
Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the fire spread over to other units, and it ended up doing $2 million worth of damage. For this, he ended up serving 8 years in prison for arson, and he was reported as being a model prisoner. He did some programs aimed towards integrating prisoners back into society, and he passed these with flying colors. When he got out after those 8 years, he headed back to Ohio.
You know who didn't integrate back well into society?
Who's that?
Brooks. Guy fucking hung himself.
He was institutionalized. Did the little carving gimmick, and that was it. Now I'm sad. Thanks, Al.
Well, Red got away. Just think about Red instead.
I'll do you one better. I think of even a happier thought. That movie lost Best Picture to Forrest Gump.
Talk about a travesty. Travesty of justice.
That is a really good movie. I don't know. What are you going to do? Hey, a good year for cinema. 1994.
Great year.
What were the other... You probably know this. It was Forrest Gump, Shawshank, Pulp Fiction, and what were the other two? Man, you used to know those ones.
I don't remember.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures and White Men Can't Jump, I believe, with a 5.
Well, those are good contenders too.
All 5 could have won.
Yeah.
All 5 could have won.
It was anyone's guess who was going to take it that year.
Somebody had to win it. Anyways.
So once Matthew was back in Ohio, he worked a bunch of different jobs, but couldn't really hold anything down. It's not clear how he got a loan for a house, but he did end up buying a really old house that needed a ton of work for around $39,000. This was like a really old home. It was like over 100 years old, like this really old house.
So my thought on that is when you burn down a condo and cause $2 million worth of damages, don't you have liens and judgments against you for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
At least from the insurance company, because they paid out everyone else, and then you would assume they would go after him for those damages.
Yeah.
I wonder how you get a loan. Yeah.
I have no idea because he didn't even have
a job.
A job at all, really.
It's interesting.
But somehow he pulled off getting a loan for this house.
It's Ohio. We're a lawless state.
Is that what it is?
Sure of it.
No, $2 million in damages. You figure that's going to follow you for the rest of your life. So don't burn down condos.
It sounded like a pretty intense fire too. Like luckily no one got hurt in it.
Yeah, no shit.
I thought it was in a house. It was intense. I'll see myself out. See you guys next week. I'm going to go home.
And once he got this house, he started filling it with leaves. This is a lot of dead leaves. We're talking like 3 foot high piles, and just bags of leaves that line the walls of the house.
So not like Martha Stewart fall decor or something.
No,
actual
like
bags of leaves,
like just straight up dead leaves off the ground.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about it later, but it's so weird. It's weird to do that already, but he didn't have any trees on his property that would produce that amount of leaves. So he was going out into the community, the woods, I don't know where, and just bringing back tons and tons of leaves.
Imagine how much dirt and bugs and nastiness that brings like back into your house too.
Absolutely. It's a new one. I don't think we've ever heard of that one before.
And it sounds like this stems back to something in his childhood growing up. Like he's just always been obsessed with trees, climbing them, everything about them.
It's probably something weird, like he was jumping in a pile of leaves and he got his ass beat or something. Triggered like this love affair with leaves. Who knows?
Perhaps.
I don't know.
You hear those creepy stories now, like kids will jump in leaves and there's like a twig in it and it like stabs them or something. Or like, have you heard that stuff though? Like there's all these horror stories about how like you need to really be careful when you let your kids jump in leaves and
Can't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
But I guess.
I mean, now that I think about it, like I used to jump in leaves all the time.
Yeah.
Like if there was a twig sticking up, oh, there goes that eye. Like you don't think about it, but
or up the poop chute.
It could even, maybe that's what happened to him. Maybe that is what it was.
It's like the Fusilli Jerry. Oh, Seinfeld. 1 in a million, Doc. 1 in a million shot.
Also, along with stockpiling leaves, Matthew was doing weird shit with climbing trees more than he was before. Now he was putting hammocks high up in trees and just hanging out. His next door neighbor started telling her kids to stay inside when Matthew was out. She told the news, quote, "He would sit and listen to us up in a tree. He had a hammock and would sit there and listen to us. He was just different. He was very different."
How high up is this hammock?
It's fucking high up from what it sounds like.
Do you know how hard it is to get in and out of a hammock, let alone 30 feet in the air?
Like when, you move to your right too much and, you flip that fucking thing over.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this guy?
Also extremely creepy. Like this lady's like, yeah, we fucking see you, asshole. We know you're up there listening to us.
Like it's fucking fall, so all the leaves are probably gone or close to gone. Like we can see
of course they're gone.
you.
They're in his apartment.
Shitty neighbors can be a real bummer, man. Trust me, Mike used to live right next door to me. I know all about it.
It's true. Apparently he didn't like me playing Sweet Home Alabama every Sunday before a NASCAR race at full blast.
I'm surprised that, and this might have happened and we just don't know, but that he didn't get scared away from doing this stuff. This is more Southern Ohio. And he wasn't just doing this in his own trees or anything. These were on other people's property. I could just see somebody coming out with a gun and saying,
yeah,
okay, get the fuck out of here.
Everyone has a gun down there.
Fuck yeah,
everyone.
I wonder if that just goes back though to like that mental state where like just blank stare, like oblivious to everything else around him.
Yeah.
This is the life he wants to live and he's just living it.
There's definitely something going on. I mean, there's some mental illness happening.
I bet it's not even registering with him like, oh, this is awkward or creepy or people are getting upset. Like he's just doing his thing.
It almost reminds me of Richard Chase, like how he had odd things that he did that he didn't even think. The one that always sticks out to me is when he had all those oranges wrapped in a towel around his head because he thought that vitamin C was going to do something.
About that. I forgot all about that.
Wait, that's not real?
So now at this point, we're in 2010 and things were kind of spiraling out of control for Matthew. He couldn't find a job. He was getting unemployment, but that was running out and his car was scheduled to be repossessed. On top of all that, Matthew had some issues with the law regarding an ex-girlfriend. I wasn't able to find out whether or not he was actually arrested for this, but on October 24th, 2010, his ex filed a report with the police that Matthew had choked her.
It sounded like she was living with him, right? And moved out right after that?
Yeah. She was living in the leaves, too.
With her kid?
Yeah.
You have a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ugh. Weird.
A couple weeks later, on November 11th, 2010, 32-year-old Tina Herman didn't show up for her job at Dairy Queen, which was not like her. Tina never missed work, and her manager, Valerie Haythorne, felt like something was really wrong, so she drove over to Tina's house. Once she got there, Valerie knocked on the door, but no one answered. She also noticed that there was a car that she had never seen in the driveway, and Tina's truck was gone. Valerie noticed that one of the back windows was slightly open, so she climbed in and immediately saw a ton of blood on the floor.
Do you know if that had a brazier? Was that a Dairy Queen brazier or not a brazier?
Well, I'm serious. I think those went out. What did we decide? Like 1987 or something? I forgot it. What conversation was that?
I don't know.
We were arguing about the sign.
Well, there was no arguing. It was you and I told Dave those don't exist anymore, and they really don't.
I think I looked it up, though. It just means they have a grill. Isn't that what
But they
brazier
all
means?
have grills.
Yeah.
That's why it's called, isn't it called like DQ Grill now or something? Like, can you go to a Dairy Queen that doesn't serve like their hamburgers and hot dogs?
Well, I don't know. Last week I was getting my film developed at the Photomat, and I headed over to DQ Brazier and got a cheeseburger.
If that really happened, Dave, you should have ran out to the payphone and called me and told me what you were doing. I would have got on the bus and came and met you.
All right, next time.
And we could have went to Sears and bought some pants. Or something. I don't know.
Sears Roebuck pants?
Yeah, some Sears Roebuck pants.
Actually, I don't go to Dairy Queen anymore. I get I'm a big fan of their $18 medium fry and Blizzard special that they bring to your door.
The sign says grill and chill now.
See, that's what it says, grill and chill. But it's said that for a long time, I think.
I'm living in the 80s, pal.
Yeah, I mean, there's people selling vintage Dairy Queen signs online that say Brazier on them.
Vintage.
It says vintage Dairy Queen sign for sale.
That was my point. Like if they're so that Brazier sign is so old, or what is it? Brazier? Isn't that Brazier? Is that the porn?
Yeah, Brazier.
Okay. There's a joke to be made there somewhere. Oh yeah, soft serve.
Get back to that one.
Banana split. Foot long. Just spitballing here.
All right, so no brazier. Grill and chill.
That's right. 2010 grill and chill, probably.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail there.
Just glad it wasn't me this time.
Valerie called police and a search was launched for Tina and her children, Cody Maynard, age 11, and Sara Maynard, age 13, as well as Tina's friend Stephanie Sprang, age 41. The car Valerie was unfamiliar with that was in the driveway was Stephanie's car. Police contacted Tina's boyfriend, Greg Borders, but he said that he hadn't been able to get a hold of her. They had once lived together, but they were in the middle of breaking up. He said that's why he didn't find it suspicious that he hadn't heard from her recently, and Greg said that the breakup was mutual and peaceful, and nothing on the surface connected Greg to their disappearances, so the police kind of moved on.
I tell you what, I bet it's pretty terrifying when you're in the middle of breaking up with a girl and she goes missing like that. You're obviously going to be the first person they look at. And based on some of the stories we've done, people have gone to prison for less, you know?
If this wasn't solved as quick as it was, I think Greg Borders would have stayed on the radar for a long time.
Exactly. That's terrifying.
Do you think when Greg spoke with police, he had an attorney present?
I sure fucking hope so.
Because, if this didn't get solved real quick, this could have gone south for Greg Borders. So at that point, police shared their photos with the media and asked for the public's help in finding them. They also put out a be on the lookout for Tina's truck, which ended up being found pretty quick in the parking lot of Kenyon College. When they found her truck, they also noticed a guy just kind of lurking around in the parking lot. He identified himself as 30-year-old Matthew Hoffman, and he told police he was waiting for his girlfriend to get out of school. He gave them a first name, but he said he couldn't remember his girlfriend's last name.
She's from Canada. You probably don't know.
So he's instantly on the list as being suspicious. Yeah. Back at Tina's house, police found a bunch of Walmart shopping bags that had 2 tarps and a box of heavy-duty 55-gallon garbage bags, along with a receipt. They thought that these garbage bags could have been used to clean up the crime scene, so they went to the local Walmart to watch surveillance video footage, and eventually they see Matthew Hoffman buying tarps and garbage bags. At this point, Tina and her kids and Stephanie had been missing for 4 days, and it sounded like because there were kids involved, the search warrant process was pushed along really fast to get inside Matthew Hoffman's house.
So he left all that stuff laying at the house?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Interesting plan.
That's what gives me the vibes of Richard Chase. Like he might not clearly know the difference between right and wrong.
Or if you take what he says at the end to be true, he didn't have planned what happened.
Yeah. We'll talk more about that. I find that interesting. Yeah.
Look, you need garbage bags to collect leaves, pal.
That's a great point.
The SWAT team was organized and they busted through the door after firing a flash grenade through the window, which they probably didn't know about all the leaves in there, but they're lucky it didn't spark and catch the whole fucking place on fire.
Good point.
As soon as I read that, I thought of Waco, just firing one of those in there and accidentally catching the whole place on fire.
I mean, we know what Jewish space lasers did to those forest fires. It ignited immediately. So God knows what a flashbang could do.
Is that a Star Trek reference?
Well, it's our friend Marjorie Taylor Greene said the forest fires were started by a Jewish space laser.
Jesus.
You didn't hear that from last year? Whatever it was?
I try to tune some of that stuff out.
Jewish space lasers.
Yeah. Friend of the show, though.
Oh, yeah.
Loves us. Big fan down in Georgia.
So Matthew Hoffman was asleep on the couch, so they were able to quickly get him under control and out of the house. The first thing they noticed was the insane amount of leaves in the room, but the leaves just continued throughout the whole house. And one of the police officers did an interview, and he was saying at first, like they're going through, they didn't know if the bodies were underneath all these leaves, because this was a lot of fucking leaves. As they kept searching, the entire bathroom was lined with grocery bags filled with leaves, which were secured to the wall. It almost looked like he was using it as some sort of insulation or soundproofing. And in all, about 150 bags were taken out.
How fucking big was this house? 150 bags of leaves.
They just like
Maybe not big. It's just a lot of
it
leaves.
doesn't sound like a big house, right?
the picture. Have you seen pictures of the house?
I don't think I have.
Yeah, there's just garbage bags lining the walls.
Wow.
And then like the floor, like you walk in the front door and it's just the whole floor is just nothing but leaves.
At my old house, Dave, the one where I live next to you,
Yep.
my backyard, it would take 26 bags for that entire backyard.
Yeah.
That is
lot of leaves.
quarter, though, of this guy's house.
Yeah, that's a lot.
In the kitchen, the only food Matthew Hoffman had to live off of was some red popsicles and 2 dead squirrels that were in the freezer.
Apology. It's only 20%, not quite a quarter.
Okay. I knew where you were going with it. Though.
Sure. 150.
I'm sure some of our more rural listeners, possibly from the South, can appreciate a good deep fried squirrel. Is that how you make squirrels?
I don't know.
Well cooked squirrel, however you prepare and serve it. I'm not familiar with squirrel delicacy, but
I mean, I'm sure it tastes great after you worked up an appetite banging your sister all afternoon. Probably. Right? What do I know?
I mean, I think it's probably pretty common in southern Ohio to eat squirrel.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I've ever had squirrel.
No.
I was trying to think back. I don't think so.
I wouldn't
try it.
I wouldn't eat squirrel.
I'll eat squirrel.
I say I would try any food once at least.
Yeah.
Squirrel would be like dog would be very tough to try for me.
I won't eat dog. Nope.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't eat dog.
I'll eat people before I eat dogs.
I think I would do people before dogs because I feel like humans would taste better than dogs. I don't feel like dogs.
So it's a taste issue for you. Okay.
Oh, it's definitely not a moral issue. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Mike's not a dog lover.
I'm not a dog hater either. I don't know all these people
I didn't
coming after me.
suggest you were.
Or fucking PETA coming after me. But I'm not someone that's going to run up and be like, oh, I need to come pet your dog. No, thanks. Like, oh, hi. I'm going to keep walking. But I would put like a squirrel too. Like I would do it, but I would be very hesitant. Like I feel like I'd psych myself out ahead of time to where I tell myself I'm going to dislike it so that I would dislike it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be fair with it. And I wouldn't probably be with dog either.
Okay. I understand.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd be gagging myself thinking about it probably.
Yeah, I like squirrels. So, yeah.
Not to eat, to look at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
he hangs out with them with his raccoon buddies. They invite those hoe squirrels over and they have fucking party at his house.
there was one in my neighbor's driveway. It was still warm out. There was a squirrel hanging out at night. It was after recording one night, which is weird to see a squirrel. So I was like, oh, what's going on with the squirrel? And I'm like, I was trying to get close to it, like trying to call it to me. I got pretty close to it, but then it took off.
That's probably fucking rabid.
That's why I was wondering. But I thought maybe it was hurt, so I was going to see what was up.
Bring it in your house, nurse it back.
And it took off.
Be like, here, buddy, eat this. That's what I do when I get home. It's a sponge. This will help you.
It's nourishment, Mr. Squirrel.
Give him a little piece of an edible and some sponge.
Cuddle with that thing in fucking bed. See what Angie thinks about that.
Some of the walls and door jambs were covered with little drawings like you would find in a girl's notebook or something. There was also a big peace sign on the door, stars on the walls, and just random names written in marker. The bathroom had a ton of leaves in it. Had drawings all over the bathtub, and there was a rotting jack-o'-lantern inside.
Was there a picture of the jack-o'-lantern, Ian? Maybe your dad could rate it for us on his next show.
That shit is so ridiculous.
I guess I have to explain that. Huh?
I don't know. Do you?
Go join Necronomical Pals on Facebook.
Yeah. They had a pumpkin contest and Ian's dad was the judge. It was awesome. I loved it.
It was good stuff. Necronama Pals is a fan-run Facebook page. I think you need approval to join, right?
I believe so.
Oh, no scrubs in there.
Just fill out 56 questionnaire. Get right in.
There was even a Holes is Holes pumpkin this year, Mike, if I remember.
That's right.
There was.
I forgot all about that. Good stuff.
The crazy thing about this is how you brought up, Dave, that there was a a child with his ex-girlfriend that was living in this house. Like, this shit didn't happen overnight. Like, this house had been like this, and October 24th is what, 3 weeks before all this happened. Like, having a kid in this house is crazy.
Yeah, this does not sound great.
When police got to the basement, they found Sara Maynard with her hands and feet bound in what was pretty much like a nest of leaves, wearing a plastic bag with holes cut out of the legs like a makeshift diaper. She was in complete shock and was worried about being late for school. She had no idea about what had happened to the rest of her family, but asked police if her dog was okay. She told the police that she had done everything that Matthew told her to do because he had promised he would release her before Christmas if she listened.
I guess the question is here, if this went on, another week, was he going to ultimately kill her?
I don't know. Or could this have turned into like an Amanda Berry type thing where he just held her for...
Going on and on, yeah.
Whew.
Scary.
Thank goodness it didn't come to that.
Yeah.
At first, Matthew didn't talk to the police. He would sit there for hours in silence, not answering any questions. Then the following day, after spending the night in his cell, he said that he had a nightmare and he felt like he had to confess. In this nightmare, he dreamed that he was at a food processing plant and he opened up a trash bag filled with dismembered body parts. He wanted to tell detectives what had happened, but on his own terms. His whole plan was that he would write down the locations of the bodies for a lawyer. Then he would attempt to escape and police would shoot and kill him. Only after he was dead could the lawyer say where the bodies were. And police were like, no, none of that's going to happen. And Matthew ended up writing down a confession anyways.
They were like, yeah, no. He's like, all right, I'll tell you anyways.
They should have given him like the BTK response. Yeah, sure, we can do that. We can make that happen. No, we can't read that floppy disk. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Just write it down first and we'll make all that happen.
Yeah, go ahead, write it down.
Then we'll uncuff you and you can run away and we'll shoot you in the back of the head.
So here's an excerpt of that conversation that was reported on by Columbus Dispatch.
I parked my car in Howard and walked from there to the house. I got to the woods across the street from the house a little after midnight. I slept across the street from the house that night in a sleeping bag. I woke up at daylight. There were 2 vehicles parked at the house during the night, and I saw that the gray car had left. I went back to sleep until around 9 on Wednesday morning. I stayed there until a woman left in a pickup truck. This meant there were no vehicles at the house. I walked across the street and tried to enter the front door, but it was locked. I then went in through the garage door. The garage door was not closed all the way, so I slid under it into the garage. I kicked the door into the house from the garage. By this time, it was approximately 10:30 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Do we know why he targeted this specific house? I couldn't find anything that said definitively whether it was the house, whether it was the people.
I think other than just what he says is what we have on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the opinions of police officers.
Yeah.
I looked around the house to make sure no one was there. Even if I did not take anything, there was a certain amount of excitement in being in someone else's home without them being there.
I can confirm that. Like when Ian goes out of town and Mike and I go over to Ian's house. And I'm not going to get into what we do over there, but it's fun.
I was looking for anything of value that could be carried out easily, i.e. money, jewelry, etc. I did not find anything of any real value. I was getting ready to leave as I had been there approximately an hour, but someone pulled into the driveway. I was back in the bedrooms when she entered the house and was unable to exit without breaking a window and trying to jump out. I had brought my knife for a certain amount of intimidation in case I ran into someone and needed to make an escape. When she made her way back into the bedrooms, I confronted her and made her get on the bed, lying face down. I believed that we were in her bedroom. I had a blackjack. I was going to try to knock her out. I hit her a couple times in the head, but this would not knock her out. It was not doing the job, and I started panicking. The next thing that I knew, her friend came into the bedroom. I have no idea when she got there, what she was doing there, or how she gained access. The other woman yelled at me. There were now 2 to deal with, and I did not know what to do. I grabbed the knife that I had put down on the nightstand and stabbed the woman on the bed, through her back, twice. I chased the other woman down, Stephanie, and stabbed her a couple times in the chest. Instead of running out of the house, she had run into another bedroom. I believe this bedroom was for a girl due to the contents of the room. I then went back to the other bedroom where the first woman was located and stabbed her a couple more times. I could tell that both women were dead now. At this time, I was in a total state of shock. I wandered around the house slowly, coming to the realization of what I had done and how bad it was. During this time, I killed the dog because it would not stop barking. After a while, I came to the conclusion that I was going to dispose of the bodies and burn the house down. At first, I thought about loading the bodies into the vehicle, driving it into Foundation Park Pond. I would swim away as the vehicle sank. But I felt it was too cold and I might not be able to make it out of the water. I decided to process the bodies and dispose of them inside of a tree that I knew was hollow. I took the bodies into the bathroom and began processing the bodies to dispose of them. I used garbage bags from within the house and placed the bodies inside.
Is this guy a hunter? The processing is an odd term to use.
It's a really weird term.
He was really into the outdoors with hanging out in trees all the time.
Yeah. Processing squirrels, probably.
He killed a lot of, he ate off the land a lot.
Just trying to disassociate from actual human beings and using that term processing like it's a deer that you shot. Yeah.
Once I had finished processing the bodies, I moved the Jeep into the garage to load up the bodies. I still had a couple bags to load into the Jeep when I heard the children come into the house. I confronted the children, and the girl instantly ran into a bedroom. I stabbed the boy in the chest a couple times. I ran into the bedroom after the girl to make sure she was not on the phone for help. I saw that the girl was not on the phone, and I could not bring myself to kill her. I did not enter the house to kill those people. I did not know a single one of them. I did not know their names, and I did not know who all lived at the house. I chose the house to break into because there was not any close neighbors, and I noticed the garage door was ajar. I chose the house the day before. I did not plan for any of this to happen. I did not want to kill anyone, and I tried to just knock the first woman out so that I would be able to escape. This was not working. A second woman showed up, and things quickly spiraled out of control. They kept escalating, and I was panicking. I only chose to process the bodies to make their disposal easier.
No police, from what I read, do not buy the story that he was just breaking into this house to rob it.
I don't think I do either.
No.
You don't really camp outside of a house overnight just to break into it, right? And then wait till daylight?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you want them to be gone, but like you were staking out this house, like sleeping across the street.
I almost feel like he was going to break in and wait for the kids to get home so he could have access to Sarah, and didn't expect for her mother to be home, especially a friend as well. Maybe.
Based on what? Just like a hunch based on like
if he was staking, because I don't see how you go from breaking into a house to kidnapping a girl and tying her up and holding on to her. I feel like the main motive would be to take her.
You can't bring myself to kill her, he said.
Yeah.
Yet you stabbed a little boy, and you stabbed two women, brutally killing them.
Kill the dog, everybody
and the
but
dog.
her.
Right, and the dog. But now this one.
So that was the end game all along. Yeah, I'd say.
I think that makes sense.
And like scoping out the house the night before because the garage door was a little bit open underneath, so I'm going to hide all night.
Yeah.
Wait till someone leaves. It just doesn't add up for me.
Because you still had to kick in the door to get into the house.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to if you're already, breaking into the home, you're breaking into the home. What's the difference between breaking in that door and breaking in a window from the outside?
Right. And so maybe there was panic and he didn't plan to kill people, but he planned to, it was around the girl, not about a burglary.
Right.
Yeah.
You also had a knife on you. You had a weapon.
Yeah.
Whether he meant for, quote, intimidation or not, he had a weapon on him.
And if it wasn't strictly about the girl, once you kill the boy, you're going to kill the girl too, right?
You've killed everybody.
Full measures. You're killing
if you
everyone.
wanted to, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you.
And they pointed this out that it was, I made a note for myself. Usually I don't make notes for myself, but I actually did this one time.
How about that?
It's more notes than I've ever made.
Well, usually I try to just remember it, but This time I wanted to make sure I took a note of it. Oh, maybe I didn't. Motherfucker. Anyways, God damn it. So he bought one thing that led police to believe that this was more planned out and that it was surrounded around the girl was that they found receipts for, I believe it was November 4th, he bought a pair of gloves from Lowe's, like these short grip gloves. Mm-hmm. Then a couple of days later, he bought another pair of those gloves, some duct tape, and then I believe it was on that same day he ordered the knife offline. So it seemed like he was preparing like a kit. Yeah. To some degree, you don't do that if you're just breaking into a house to steal some shit.
No, you don't need all that.
Right. So
it also seemed like he lingered around the house a little bit longer.
He's like, yeah, it's fun to be in this house, even if I don't steal anything.
Yeah.
Like someone that's burglarizing.
Justifying.
Yeah.
Like you can get it if you're really trying to get in, snatch stuff and go, be in and out in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not going to linger for an hour and say, oh, it was exhilarating.
Yeah. What kind of house was this? I mean, and I'm not like casting, class opinions or anything, but the lady worked at Dairy Queen, and like we're not talking about a $500,000 house with a lot of valuables, I assume.
Well, I think he even said there was no valuables.
Yeah.
So
the burglary thing is just doesn't add up.
This is a lower middle class.
Yeah.
This is, I think Mount Vernon is kind of like a lot of Southern Ohio small towns where it's business isn't booming in those areas.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. I'm not familiar.
Dave doesn't live there doing fucking Uber Eats from that Dairy Queen. Paying $25 for 2 small blizzards and a small fry.
Look, I'm just thinking through this. I'm not trying to.
And I think
there's nothing wrong with working at Dairy Queen. I just mean, you're probably not living in a mansion with a lot of valuables.
And when he even said he didn't find a lot of valuables.
Yeah.
I really think that he saw her at some point while he was up in trees. Because we're going to talk about this tree that he disposed of the bodies in. No one was going to know that this tree was hollow except for him. He's the only fucking person that climbed that high to look in this.
If you didn't look at it from the top, you would
Right.
never know.
Right.
Also, weirdest sentence ever said on the show. I think he saw her while he was up in trees.
Is it weirder than?
I just want to smell his dick. That's taken completely out of context. Anyone who knows this show knows we have affinity for Casey Anthony's pussy. And that dick has been in that pussy. I don't think it's out of line to say you'd like to sniff it.
You know what, Mike? I agree with you 100%.
But I bet that won't make the soundboard look out.
No, it will not.
So Matthew admitted to sexually assaulting Sara during her captivity in his basement, but he claims that he was nice to her because he fed her burgers and French fries for dinner. He said he let her play Nintendo Wii video games and they watched Iron Man movies, both 1 and 2 together, and he gave her a copy of the novel Treasure Island to pass time. This is all bullshit.
Such a good guy.
The way that she was found, this is all bullshit.
Like in a fucking garbage bag diaper under a bunch of leaves.
Bound.
Yeah. Okay, pal.
In a nest, like a fucking weird...
Ugh. Creep.
As for the bodies of Tina, Cody, and Stephanie, Matthew Hoffman agreed to show police where they were. He took investigators to a 60-foot tall hollow tree in the Kokosing Wildlife Area near Frederickstown, Ohio. Inside that tree, detectives found the mutilated bodies of the 3, as well as the remains of the family dog. He told police that he used a pulley system that he regularly used to climb trees to get to the top of that hollow tree and to drop the bodies inside.
That's just bizarre.
Police didn't even attempt to do that, to like get up there. They just cut a door, a rectangle out of the center of, or the side of it.
So, go ahead.
I was going to ask, my one remaining question is, what was he doing at Kenyon College? Was he just dumping her truck? But why was he lingering around enough to draw the suspicion of the police that they would ask him, what he was up to?
I don't know. That's what kind of gives me those Richard Chase vibes a little bit.
He was looking for a tree to climb.
Yeah, I mean, that's as good as explanation as anything.
And I actually saw this reported 2 different ways. I saw it reported that he said that he was waiting for his girlfriend. He gave a name and then didn't know the last name.
Yeah.
The other version I saw reported is that he said he was dating Tina. That's why he was by her truck. And then they said, well, what's her last name? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then he left that scene. You would think that the police at that would be enough for them just to be like, you're going to stay here for a minute.
You would think.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's just odd to linger around there. If you're dropping a truck, you drop it and get the fuck out of there.
But the fact that he is that high up looking in this tree, he knew this tree was hollow, and this was what he could do.
60 feet.
That's fucking high.
How many missing 411 people are hidden in trees, their bodies?
I'm starting to think you might be onto something now.
If this Joe Schmo from, whatever Ohio can teach himself, how many people that, backwoods, whatever, know the forest, just have all these hidden traps where all these bodies are.
Yeah, you're probably onto something.
It makes the most sense now to me.
I picture like Edward Cullen in Twilight, like scrambling up the tree there, up 200 feet in the air with those pine trees.
What did we bring? We brought him up recently about something else.
Did we?
Yeah, I can't remember. I wish I could remember what it was.
He's the vampire one?
Yeah.
Isn't he the new Batman too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was
Robert Pattinson, right? Mm-hmm. Look at me, knowing an actor.
Look at you.
He did a thing.
He was good in that movie with William Dafoe.
What was that?
The Lighthouse one.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
it was a creepy movie.
It's
something we'll cover maybe on the $10
it's a little nutty.
Necro Night the movies.
It's real good. I like it.
All right.
There's like that whole mermaid thing.
It's just wild.
It's Little Mermaid. It's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how it's shot. I mean, I don't know about the story, but it's just fun to watch because it's so crazy.
I really liked it.
Put it on the list.
It's this. We always talk about Ari Aster. This was the second movie of the guy that made. Was it The Witch? The Witch.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen The Witch. Which one was that?
It was like
which one was that?
Like a pilgrim family that got ousted from their community in like the 1600s and
like recent movie though,
like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. It was his first movie, I think.
I like witch movies. I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's good. It's creepy. It's a slow burn. A lot of people don't like it. I thought it was great.
Be fucking better.
Fucking evil goats and it's cool.
Got to be better than Rob Zombie's witch movie.
That was not good.
Abysmal.
Yeah,
Lords of Salem.
So bad. He's better than that.
That was bad.
He makes some good shit. That was not good. That was a turd. Anyways.
On January 6th, 2011, Matthew pleaded guilty to 10 felonies, included aggravated murder and rape, and was sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole. Sara's ending is hopefully happy now, but at first it was not great. Like we brought up in the beginning, her father really was really scummy and wanted to make money off of this. He paraded her around to Dr. Phil and stuff like that. And as well as that book that we brought up that is this fucking terrible title, The Girl in the Leaves.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah.
It's awful.
That sounds like a fucking made-for-TV movie.
That's on like Lifetime or something.
Yeah, that's awful.
According to court records, Larry Maynard punched Sara in the back on May 3rd, 2013, and her stepmother pushed her down a flight of stairs 6 days later. All the charges were dismissed after Sara refused to testify against them. However, a protection order was put in place, so they had to stay away from her. The last update that I could find on Sara was that she was living with her grandma that was on her mother's side. So hopefully things have gotten better for her, but her dad turned out to be a real piece of shit.
Lone survivor. Let's hope so.
What are your guys' thoughts on capital punishment for people who, like this guy, wanted to be killed, like per his quote nightmare? I'll tell you what happened and then you shoot and kill me. Do you think it's better that he got life in prison because now it's more of a punishment to him? Do you think he even should have had capital punishment? I'm not saying you guys have said that, but just interested on your thoughts on that one. This guy wanted to be killed.
I think there's an argument to be made to just leave people in there for life that want to die.
Because it's worse for them then.
Yeah,
Then I
like
have to live with this.
Israel Keys. That's one that I wish that would have been paid attention to more and wouldn't been able to kill himself because he didn't like it there. That's why he did that.
Yeah.
He was getting fucked with.
So it's more of a punishment.
Yeah. Stay there.
Yeah, I could see that. Do we
Jeffrey
know?
Epstein.
Yeah.
If he killed himself.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. That has so many different tangents to go down.
Well, I know Mike wants to do a part 6 on Epstein, so maybe we'll get to that sometime.
Right.
Yeah, we need to cover, follow more of his death.
Was the death penalty, was this a plea kind of deal or was it off the table?
I couldn't find
it. Yeah, I didn't see anything either.
I guess I just meant like more like if a guy is, ahead of time trying to make deals because he wants to die. How does that make you look at the case? Does that make you look at it differently? Like, okay, let's keep this guy alive in prison because now we know he's going to suffer more.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
And I'm asking it just as regular people, not the jury or a judge or anything.
I mean, does it lead to reverse psychology where he really wants to stay alive? And
look, let's look at this guy's case. He's not reverse psychology. Anybody.
I don't know. I think you get into tricky waters when the death penalty is dependent on whether the person actually wants it.
But that's not what I'm asking.
I know what you're asking. Yeah. Like,
does it make you feel better that he's locked up for life?
Oh, based on how I feel about it.
Yeah, just you guys personally.
All right.
Like, does it make you feel better that based on the story, he's getting worst case scenario as opposed to getting maybe the chicken shit way out where he's like, oh, I'll write you this letter and then I'm going to, quote, run away and you shoot me. And then he doesn't have to face the consequences or anything.
I don't know.
Or live with this. And I'm just asking, as people who oppose, who are not opposed, who are for capital punishment, how you would feel about this one.
I just think there's people that the world can do without. And he's probably one of them.
Yeah.
I get that. But does it change it when it comes to like the punishment, knowing that he's suffering more? He doesn't have to go through, he doesn't just get to die. He has to live every day now.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
I'm not saying there's a right answer. I don't know. That's a deep conversation.
That's a tough one to think about. I don't really have a good answer for you.
Well, it was kind of a random question.
Do I feel better the guy's suffering now because of this? Sure. Do I think he deserves to be on the planet? I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, he killed a kid.
I mean, if you confess to stabbing an 11-year-old boy in the chest and killing him, I don't know that we need you in the world anymore.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. That's not what I was getting at, though. I just meant you want him to face the worst fate possible. And if him having to live with that every single day is going to ruin this guy, is that better? I don't know. There isn't a right answer, probably. It's
potentially.
Case by case.
I get your point, though.
Yeah, maybe me bringing up Israel Keys didn't make much sense. Because I think that what irritates me more about him is that he made a decision on that.
To kill himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes me more irritated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's a tough, because that opens a whole other can of worms. Like, well, then, shouldn't he have been watched and not killed himself? And all that. And then you get into Epstein and fucking egg dick. And then I want an omelet. And then we just go on a tangent about omelets and what you want in your omelet and all that. I digress. So Larry Maynard doesn't seem like the most fun guy to hang out with.
No.
His fucking ass should have been in jail, not getting charges dropped.
How you get your kid back after surviving something like this?
She didn't live. She did not live with him at all. She was just with her mother. It almost sounds maybe that was for a good reason.
Okay.
Why she didn't have much contact with him.
Even still, as a human being, you get this girl with you. You're going to fucking physically abuse her.
Guy saw dollar sign, sounds like.
But I mean, how does pushing her down a flight of stairs help?
Well, that's
Like, that's what I mean. Like, that stuff. Not even like the book and all that.
Some people are not equipped for kids.
Unreal. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm glad we finally got to talk about this clown.
Yep. Just put it behind us now.
Yeah, not really a fun story. I kind of regret that we've done so much. We pushed so hard to cover this piece of shit. The kid stuff always just makes it tough. Like that's never fun.
Yeah.
Any of that kid shit.
Yeah. I think I'd stick with my opinion that he probably saw her get off the school bus or something from a tree. He was hanging out in a tree somewhere and saw her and got it in his head that,
You're probably not wrong.
It just seems very odd to do all this, but who's leaving a fucking breaking and entering with a 13-year-old girl and holding her captive?
Yeah.
Do you think he had past experiences, issues with minors and sexually assaulting people?
I didn't see anything about the only past criminal thing was the arson. He sat in jail for 8.
It just seems like, not to say that you're wrong, but it just seems like everyone we talk about, there's always some kind of maybe back history of this. Do you just think he was such a shitty criminal? He was one and done? That was it for him? Kind of with this?
I mean, just because he didn't get caught for it didn't mean that he didn't actually do it in the past, I guess.
That's what I'm asking. Do we know? Do we think anything?
I didn't see anything that suggested it, but I don't think you can rule it out.
Yeah, because he sat in jail for 8 years for the arson, and then, You think maybe he just got out and was just sniping kids from up top? Oh, okay. And, maybe he did stuff, and
maybe so.
It's a weird story. It just goes 0 to 100 with real quick. Mm-hmm. It's hard to like wrap your head around
the acceleration.
What the end game even was.
Yeah. I think Ian's right. I think the girl is the end game.
I mean, it definitely seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue that.
What prison's he in? Maybe we can send correspondent Mike down there to talk to him.
I couldn't find the prison.
You want me to go do a journalism?
I think I wouldn't mind it.
I'll go do that. Excuse me, sir. May I do an interview?
You take him a bag of leaves and get him to talk to you.
Got you a bag of leaves, pal. So you're fucking into kids, huh? Why don't you have a seat? It seems to work when you tell pedophiles to have a seat, right?
Yeah.
Put out some cookies, glass of water or something. I won't tell him who I am. You know, that's what Chris Hansen does. He doesn't tell him who he is.
Yeah, he doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just start reading them the script. Make them all fucking embarrassed. Oh, I love that show.
Can I leave now, sir? I'll be done with you in a second.
Yeah. Never answers the question. He's so sly.
Yeah, he never actually says no. You can't.
Right.
And then when they really want to
kidnapping.
leave, he's like,
he knows.
He's like, you're free to leave at any time.
That's right.
There's the door. And then they fucking get arrested.
Yep.
He's smart about it. I mean, come on. They know what they're doing.
So yeah, that's Matthew Hoffman.
Crazy, interesting story.
Hopefully hopefully Sara Maynard's doing all right.
Yeah.
So she was what, 13 in 2010, 12?
Yeah, 13.
So she's what, early 20s now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus. Everybody has, they have good stories. There was a good outcome of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you hope they do. I mean, that's got to be tough. Like, you got to reinvent your life.
It's a lot of PTSD to deal with.
Yeah.
And shitty parents left. So,
yeah.
It's a lot to overcome.
All right. Well, any other final thoughts on this one? We kind of, I think, summed it all up, wrapped it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to ponder your question, Mike. I'm going to think more about that.
Okay. All right.
So
fun to talk about. This was a bit of a buzzkill here at the end.
No, I'm just sitting here thinking about Israel Keys being mad about that.
He got out. He got out of it. That's when that was just my thing. Like, does it make you feel better as a regular citizen to know that they've experienced in their mind the worst punishment, or that you're just happy they're dead?
I don't know if it's because if it's petty or what even the word would be, but I would feel better if Israel Keys was sitting in jail alive and not dead.
That's what, and
there's your answer.
And that's kind of what I mean. But it's different for everybody. Yeah. Like for me, I wish all these people were alive, but just sitting in prison.
Just because it was a worse punishment for him.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be there, so it's good, stay.
Exactly.
So it depends on the scenario, because you think back to Richard Speck, who's having the time of his life, where he's like, they'd let me out if they knew how much fun I was having in there.
Yeah,
so then let's kill that fucking guy.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like for that, like when you're doing shit like that, like, okay, now we need to do something different here. Like throw him in the fucking hole, or at least,
throw him in the hole.
In that case, holes are not holes. That is not the same hole that I am fond of.
Mike Namapod has directed you to the hole, sir, and that's where you'll spend the rest of the day.
Like when fucking Andy Dufresne, they let him out of the hole and he's like, can't even see, his eyes are still opening up.
Awful.
And they fucking put him back in for another week.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I guess it's a case by case thing.
And it probably is.
Because I do get a little
answer.
bit of, I don't even know if it'd be satisfaction or what, but that BTK is just sitting there in solitary. It's like, good. That's a good punishment for you.
Good point. Sure.
I mean, if you know that they're suffering in prison,
Yeah.
that's got to be better than, yeah, we're putting you to death, but now this is all over. Yeah. You have no, like, you're not going to live anymore thinking about what you did or having a terrible life or worrying about getting the shit kicked out of you in the showers or whatever else is going on. Who was the other? The fucking Dahmer, the hometown hero, getting, fucking killed in prison.
But like Japan they went far with Shoko Asahara. Remember, they let him sit in solitary confinement till he just went insane.
Yeah, it's case by case. I mean, it's got to be, I think. All right.
I tried the Chipotle chorizo plant-based this week.
What's that?
Like a fake chorizo sauce.
Oh, you're saying from the restaurant Chipotle.
From Chipotle. They have a new chorizo plant-based meat.
Was it good?
No, not really.
I heard their vegetarian stuff was not great.
The sofritas is good.
I like the sofritas.
I think it's good. This was not that great.
I like the straight veggie, like just the fajita burrito with like guac. I thought is always pretty good with like none of the plant-based meats or anything. But so the sofrita is good. The Chipotle or the chorizo plant-based.
Didn't love it. No.
I want to try that now.
Is the Impossible Whopper still the best fast food vegetarian option?
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what else.
for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
The Impossible Whopper is delicious. It tastes just like the Whopper.
I like Impossible meat better than
Beyond.
Beyond. I think it has a better taste.
From my experience, which is very limited, I think I agree. What's the difference? Do we even know? Do we even have the expertise to go down that road?
No, different company. I don't know. It's just a different brand.
Have you guys seen the new KFC
chicken nuggets?
Jesus,
did not look good.
Somebody I saw on Instagram said that they look like deep fried pencil erasers. And that is exactly what they look
not
like.
An appetizing
it's a little
picture.
gray, little thick erasers, just deep fried.
Taco Bell has chicken wings now.
I heard they're good.
My TikTok has been blowing up with people trying them.
They're good. And I'm actually pissed at myself. I was at Taco Bell last night and I completely forgot to even ask if they had them. They had no signs up, so I'm assuming they didn't. But I heard they're good. Like, not great, but like fast food, good.
The ones on TikTok look good. Like, they looked better than I thought they would.
Yeah. Like the crispy, they got a good golden color to them.
They're super crispy.
From
watching the video.
When they had their microphones turned off and fucking like we're fucking ASMRing over here to fucking people eating food. All right. Well, one of us has got to try some Taco Bell chicken wings here before next week.
It's got to be one of you guys. I'm still on the vegetarian.
You got to find it though. I don't know how local it is.
I'll try that.
So what do you get, a Taco Bell bean burrito?
Usually get rice. I don't like refried beans too much.
So what do you mean? You just get a bowl of rice or Taco Bell?
Yeah.
You get I like the bean burritos for like a vegetarian option.
Oh yeah.
What do you get?
I like the cheese. What's the beefy 5-layer?
Okay,
but substitute the meat out with rice.
Oh, okay. I got that.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have anything else.
No.
Maybe I'll go to Chipotle tomorrow.
Yeah, you gonna try the chorizo?
If you like it.
Yeah.
Are you guys fans of the queso or no? I'm not a fan.
No, I don't think it's very good.
It's all right.
I, a long time ago, found my order at Chipotle. Like the exact thing I love. And I feel like anytime I stray from it, I'm not satisfied.
I can get behind that.
I came to tell you last time I strayed from what I usually get there.
Yeah. But now I can get mine burrito or in a bowl, just depending on the day. Sometimes I like the burrito. I feel like it's a little bit more filling sometimes just to have the tortilla.
Oh, yeah.
But the bowl is good too. But I always get the same thing.
Me too, until I tried that chorizo.
Yeah. Well, now I'm not going to. I always thought, what's the shredded beef? It's the barbacoa. I liked it, but to me, it tastes just like Taco Bell's spicy beef that they used to have like a few years ago. Like very fast foody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a chicken guy when I go there.
I get the sofritas and then everything besides the brown beans, the pinto beans.
Mm-hmm. So you get the black beans and then you get everything else?
Everything. Every salsa, all of it, and guac.
Do you get, but no queso?
No queso. Yeah,
Okay.
no queso.
So no pinto and no queso.
Right.
So Frida, and that's what you like. That's the good vegetarian one.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I usually get steak.
Right, but
yeah,
you said
good.
the chorizo vegetarian no good.
Yeah.
The sofrita is good.
Sofrita's good. I like tofu though. Like I don't have a problem with tofu.
How heavy is your fucking burrito?
Oh, it's super heavy.
Triple wrap.
get a
so to
bowl.
keep it in.
No, this is the guy that the first time he was a bachelor for a night, he got 2 of these
That's right.
and ate them in his bed in his little canopy while watching what? Like Sons of Anarchy or something?
No, I was watching Aqua Teen, Hunger Force.
There it is. 2 of those. The fucking heaviest burritos.
Takes
I
a big
forgot
man to
about
eat
it.
2 fucking Chipotle burritos.
I would sleep so good afterwards.
I forgot about my tent.
Yeah. You go home and make one now.
It's kind of weird when you like put it all together, sitting under a tent,
Eating 2 big ass burritos.
trying to pet a squirrel in the middle of the night. It's kind of weird.
The hot sauce or the salsa, whatever
the
it's
hot
called,
one.
is really underrated, I think.
I like
It's
it.
good
a lot.
flavor and really
it's
good
real
spice.
good.
I always get that and the corn salsa. I get those
the hot
2
and the
mixed.
mild, yeah.
Is that the mild or is that is the mild the tomato?
Tomato. Half
I-
hot, half mild. I'll
Okay.
get the corn. Usually.
I like the corn with the hot. That's my favorite. I just like the flavor of the corn. The tomato is good too. I just like I prefer the corn.
Yeah, people sometimes they like question. They're like, "You want all 3 salsas?" I'm like, "Just everything, all the way
Isn't
down."
there 4?
Oh yeah, there's 4. I
You
don't
got the
count
green. You got the green,
Yeah.
the hot, the corn, the tomato.
I never count the corn. I don't know. In my head, I just say corn. Or when I tell them, I'm like,
Yeah.
here's the corn.
Because I mean, doesn't look like a salsa. Like you're like,
Yeah.
no, it's not red. It's not a salsa. Is that Seinfeld? Why do people say salsa? Salsa. All right. Well, this has been a conversation on Chipotle.
Now I'm really hungry.
100% chance it's what I'm having for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe you.
I'll send you guys a picture. Me just fucking like face full of a burrito, taking it to the back of the throat. All right. Anything else to talk about? We good?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. It's a fun show. Yeah. Well, fun enough, I guess, given the circumstances.
I agree.
Okay, bye.